Welcome to another coding problem breakdown. Today, we are tackling the integer break problem. This is a classic question that combines mathematical intuition with algorithmic thinking. We want to find the best way to split a number to maximize a product. Here is the challenge. You are given a positive integer, and your task is to break this number into the sum of at least two positive integers. Once you have those parts, you multiply them together. The goal is simple. Find the combination that gives you the largest possible product. Let's look at some small examples to build our intuition. If we have the number 4, breaking it into 2 and 2 gives us a product of 4, which is better than 1 and 3. For 5, 2 and 3 gives us 6. And for 6, 3 and 3 gives us 9. Notice how we are avoiding ones and trying to keep the numbers relatively close together. Here is the key insight. 3 is the magic number. Mathematically, breaking a number into ones is wasteful because 1 doesn't increase the product. And breaking a number into factors larger than 4 isn't optimal either because you could break those down further. 3 turns out to be the sweet spot for maximizing growth. So should we just divide everything into 3s? Almost. We have to handle remainders. If the number divides perfectly by 3, great. If we have a remainder of 2, we keep that 2 because 2 is fine. But if we have a remainder of 1, that's a problem. A 3 and a 1 multiply to 3, but if we recombine them into two 2's, they multiply to 4. So we never leave a remainder of 1. For the math enthusiasts out there, this comes from calculus. If you want to maximize x to the power of n divided by x, the optimal value for x is Euler's number, e, which is roughly 2.718. Since we are restricted to integers, the integer closest to e is 3. That is why 3 is our primary building block. This leads us to a greedy algorithm. First, we handle base cases like 2 and 3. Then, for any larger number, we count how many 3's fit inside. We check the remainder. If the remainder is 1, we sacrifice 1 3 to make a 4. Then we just calculate the power of 3 times whatever is left. Let's walk through the number 10. 10 divided by 3 is 3 with a remainder of 1. Remember our rule? We don't want a remainder of 1. So instead of 3 3's and a 1, we take 1 3 back. Now we have 2 3's and a 4. 3 times 3 times 4 gives us 36, which is the maximum product. Here is what the code looks like. It is very concise. We check for the small edge cases first. Then, we check the modulo of 3. Depending on whether the remainder is 0, 1, or 2, we apply the specific formula we derived. This is much faster than checking every single combination. Because we are using a direct mathematical formula, the time complexity is big O of 1, assuming the power operation is constant time for these integer sizes. Even if we loop to multiply, it is logarithmic. The space complexity is also constant, O of 1, since we aren't using any arrays or recursion stacks. To wrap up, remember the golden rules: prioritize 3's, never use 1's. And if you are left with a remainder of 1, combine it with a 3 to make two 2's. This approach solves the integer break problem efficiently and elegantly. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.